Hey, what's up? In this video series, I'll be checking out the 3 new AmpKnob plugins from Digital. In my opinion, these are the easiest to use and best sounding amp plugins at this ultra low price point when you're looking for that legendary high gain tone from the 5150 line. In this video, I'll be checking out the BDH 6606 Plus, which is a recreation of the classic PB 6505 Plus. First, we'll hear it in a real mix with drums, bass, and dual track guitars panned hard left and hard right. And in each video from this series, we'll hear a different amp from the AmpKnob bundle, used in the same song for the ultimate tone comparison. So make sure you watch all 3 videos so that you can decide for yourself which amp you like the best, or if you want to get all 3 in the bundle. After the song, I'll riff around a little bit and take you through some of the amp's features. So let's go ahead and get started with the BDH 6606 Plus. Okay, so here we go with the BDH 6606 Plus. It's supposed to be like a 6505. We'll see about that. Yeah. Heavy. Valvier, I think. I don't know if I've ever even used that word, valvier. It sounds like a little valvier than the 5169. Is that what it's called? Yeah. Let's just double check that. 5169 indeed is another one from this series that I'm doing here. But this is the 6606 Plus based off a PB 6505, which I am the most familiar with out of all the amps from the bundle, and I think it sounds good. So the interface is super simple, like all the amps from the AmpKnob series. Really not much to it, and it's designed that way so that it's just super quick to load up and get going with right off the bat. We have on and off, which why would you ever need that, but whatever. A pedal boost here. Let's hear that with and without. A little drier. Interesting, that's where that valvey sound's coming from. I might prefer this one without the boost. A little harder to control with that boost. The gain here, it starts at default at 10. You can double click on it and it goes right back to its default no matter where you had it. I'm gonna double click. I always like that. So that sounds like a lot of gain, but let's get it cranked to 10 and see what happens. harder to control. But the gate in there is nice. It's got the built-in gate, which you can control here. I've turned it up just slightly. For some reason today, this guitar is a little noisier than normal, but your ins and outs are down here. This is just your gain. I would probably keep that where Jen's had it set up. Jens Bogren, the designer of all these plugins, a mastermind in the studio. Let me try without the pedal and some more gain. It's honestly how I prefer this one. The 5169 I preferred with the pedal on, and it just set up like that, which this also sounds great. Kind of noisy, like maybe it's just my playing, but I feel like I have to control my playing so much more to keep the noise in check. So that's with that boost off, and here it's just a little cleaner. Very cool. So in these settings, some different stuff, some preferences, audio, and then when we get into the instructions here, it comes with some really cool, just like detailed instructions. I like this, just a PDF with everything that's going on. You got your metronome and your metronome here, folder for storage of recordings, and those show up in standalone mode when you use this plugin without a DAW, digital audio workstation. If you have an interface just to get into your computer, which I know is a new thing to many people, I'm going to leave a link in the description with a Sweetwater link on their guide to getting into interfaces and a description of how to get your guitar into your computer at the lowest price point possible, which is what I recommend just to get started. And then as you get going with things and figure out more, it's such a fun, exciting thing getting going with recording and hearing your ideas come to life. Then you get a better idea of maybe what you want to upgrade to, where you want to spend your money, maybe some new monitors, better interface, things like that. But just get in there with one of the cheaper ones you can get in for like 99 bucks, and then you can get an easy plugin like this that's just super fast to load up. I don't like too many dials, too many parameters, too many presets to choose from, because then you get analysis paralysis. So that's what I really like about these BDH, these AmpKnob plugins, where it's just simple. It sounds great right off the bat, and that's the point of them. They're meant to be just mix ready. They're meant to sound great right away without any tweaking, which they do. And the fact that you can record straight into it without having a digital audio workstation and software to have to learn, like Pro Tools, Logic, Cubase, Reaper, things like that, I recommend that you learn that stuff and get going with that more. But if you don't want to, or if you're just trying to get your foot in the door without being overwhelmed and confused, then this AmpKnob bundle is incredible. With the bundle, you get all 3 amps. You can read about that at bogrendigital.com, or you can buy them individually. And I recommend you watch all the videos from this series where I'm checking out each of the 3 in the bundle, so you can decide what you like best. Or it's like right now it's just like 79 bucks or something like that to get all 3 of them. Let's take a look at that. Yeah, 79 euro. I'm assuming that's, I don't know what that translates to these days, but great description. Back to this manual. Yeah, so pedal in, out, recording, folder. You got your metronome, tuner, and your cab. You can switch around between the match cab, which is the default, have a no cab, or load your own custom IR. Then moving on here, you can set up your inputs and outputs, which you may need to do with what interface you decide to get. Sample rates, buffer size, all that's kind of advanced features you don't need to worry about. most likely the default's going to work for you. And if not, you just look into it a little bit and figure it out. Gate, we took a look at. Recording just seems super easy. And then the metronome, really cool. Set up whatever BPM you want. Have accents on any click you want. There's like a learn mode or something that'll get faster as you're going. So that's really cool. Speed trainer, that's what that is. Change the sounds. So just a lot of flexibility. I really like all this Bogren stuff. The Crim drums are actually what I use to make that song at the beginning. Just right out the bat, no tweaking again whatsoever. Just loaded it up and created that song with all Bogren stuff. What you hear is there's no really additional processing or anything like that. It's just, you know, cool ideas through great sounding plugins, a little bit of know-how, and you can make that stuff for yourself. So, yeah, I recommend them. Please subscribe to the channel if you're not already. And like I mentioned earlier, make sure you watch the other videos from this series and explore the rest of my channel for tons of other gear reviews, my conversational Everything You Love show where I have guests on, talk about my past with Camiro, all my bands, The Elite, 6 Feet Under, my new album Magnitude. I've got a guitar instructional DVD you can order from robarnoldworld.com/store, a Patreon community, all sorts of cool stuff to immerse yourself in maintenance videos, all that. Again, I'd really appreciate that subscription. And if you have been subscribed for a while, or you already are, thanks for being along for the ride. Thanks for watching the videos. Thanks for the interactions, the thumbs up, all that kind of stuff. I appreciate each and every one of you. I'm Rob Arnold signing off, and I'll see you soon.